Are you guys ready for Algo Max Pro, a trading indicator that I found on a random Facebook ad and bought so that I can test for 100 trades in a row and show you guys if it's any good? Sounds like a good time. Let's check out this indicator. I got it on a random Facebook ad. I have it here on my chart. I've done the testing, 100 trades in a row using the indicator and just the indicator alone that they give you for the payment. And we'll kind of cover what the strategy is that I'll be testing, the different features they offer for this indicator. It has a bunch. Most of them, I will say, are completely nonsense and totally free on TradingView already, but we'll use the proprietary parts of this to get the strategy going and the testing going. Here's the pricing down below. I paid $24.99. I paid in cryptocurrency, and they had no one available to help me and give me access. So their team is no longer available. So I lost the money. I'm not joking. I lost the money when I paid with cryptocurrency. They did not respond. I followed the exact instructions, reached out to the team. It's just a bot. The bot cannot help you. It keeps telling me someone's going to be there to help me shortly, but no one is. And it's been multiple days. No one has talked to me or responded. It's just the bot. Never going to get that cryptocurrency back, but it was only $24.99. So, hey, I paid again using my debit card, and I got instant access because it's an automated system. Anyway, I now have access. Let's just cover the basic features that it has. So here it is, feature breakdown. Smart trading signals, risk management. So yes, it gives buy and sell signals. As you can see on my chart here, buy and sells. That's what it's talking about here. It will also give you a kind of entry, stop loss, take profit 1, 2, and 3. That I'm not going to be using. It's not any good. It doesn't filter the signals well enough, even though it says it's a sophisticated multi-factor algorithm, precise entry points. I will literally talk about how I hate these buy and sell signals later because they're not precise at all. In fact, they're pretty late and pretty bad. But nonetheless, when I put together the strategy, decided to do something on my own, not following what they're giving, it actually works out pretty well. So good results from this one. So yeah, we have some multi-time frame trend screening. All it's going to tell you is between the 1 minute and the 4 hour, which time frames are above or below a certain EMA. So, that's not special. We already have that for free. EMA cloud, free already. Supply and demand zone detection, yes, that's already free on TradingView. Automated fib retracement levels, that's free as well. Auto trend lines, free. Swing high, swing low detection, free. Range consolidation detection, I don't know, free probably, useless in my eyes. Forex currency strength meter, plenty of these out there for free. RSI overbought, oversold detection, yeah, that's free as well. Alert system, information dashboard. Most of this stuff is not special. The only real proprietary thing here that I don't know what exactly is happening with it is the buy and sell signal. So we're going to be using those for the actual entries. Let's go over the actual rules. So with their indicator, what I've done is used a 200 EMA here for the trend direction, and that is this red and green line. It's just a 200 EMA. When price goes below the 200 EMA and gives a sell signal after giving an RSI overbought signal, that's going to be an entry for a short. So you can see here, we get the RSI overbought signal. We get the RSI overbought signal here. And we get another RSI overbought signal over here. Then following that, we get a sell signal. That's our trigger to enter a short as long as price is below the 200 EMA at that time when we get the sell signal, okay? We're going to go stop loss to the high before the sell signal. So highest point between the RSI overbought and the sell, that's the stop loss. We're going 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio, and that is the setup. So you can see RSI overbought into a sell below 200 EMA, 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. That's the setup for this strategy. That's what I'm going to be testing. So just the opposite for a buy. Here's a buy. We go RSI oversold signal into a buy signal. over the 200 EMA. That's going to be the 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. That's the buy signal. Stop loss goes to the low there between the buy, lowest point between the buy and the RSI oversold signal. Here's another one. RSI oversold. Next buy, as long as it's over the 200 EMA. That's our trigger for a buy. There it is, 1 to 1.5. Stop loss goes to low between the buy and the RSI oversold signal. Here's another one, RSI oversold down here into a buy over the 200 EMA. That's what we're doing here. So RSI oversold into a buy, that's a buy. RSI overbought into a sell, that's our sell, as long as we're in line with the trend given by the 200 EMA. So we're just testing these buy and sell signals in the context of the trend and also an overbought or oversold RSI condition. So seems like a pretty decent strategy to me, honestly. Like, it's pretty similar to the way I trade, but I hate these buy and sell signals, I must say. Look how bad the entries they give are. I'd way rather just enter off this long wicking candle here with the swing failure. Or look at this one over here. Look at this. We get the nice RSI overbought here. Probably some bearish divergence in there. And then this beautiful swing failure pattern here. I wish this would just give me the sell signal on this swing failure candle, this big rejection candle way up here, instead of this next big one to the downside. Look how much worse the risk to reward ratio is. Man, I hate that, how these give such late entries. Look at this. Terrible, these buy and sell signals. Okay, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This actually has good results, I've got to say. It had good results. I just really think it could do better, and we've seen better using other strategies that are free, using free indicators already. So, okay, before I get into the 100 back tests, if you guys appreciate buying random indicators and testing them out, showing you guys these, just check out Bitunix exchange or my other affiliate exchanges and use them using my affiliate link in the description down below. If you just want to support it, I'll buy more of these and keep testing random paid indicators. Let's get into the 100, show the results, see how this actually does. Okay, the results are in. Let's take a look. This was tested on Bitcoin US dollar 15-minute time frame using a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. Took 15 months of price data to find the 100 back tested trades, and out of those, 60 winners and 40 losses, giving it a 60% win rate, which is quite good for a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. For this test, most wins in a row was 8, most lost in a row was 5, gain on the account figure 50%, assuming a risk of 1% per trade, not compounding. So really good results out of this test, but not performing better than just basic free indicators. Tests I've already done, you can see on the strategy ranking spreadsheet with a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio, a 60% win rate is really good, but compared to other free indicators using the same risk to reward ratio, same time frame on Bitcoin for 100 trades, pretty similar results compared to other things that I've already tested using free indicators. So it's just nothing more than what we've seen already with free indicators. That doesn't mean it can't be improved using this indicator, but I don't know if I could say it's worth spending money on, although it's really simple, it's easy to follow. You know, just is it worth money? That's up to each person to interpret for themselves. The problem with this is the sell and buy signals, they get in pretty late. I prefer to get in much sooner. So just for example, instead of getting in way down here on this sell signal, I would look for this RSI divergence, and then this big swing failure pattern that we get up here would be a much better trigger in my eye. See how we come up and then we reject. Ideally, I would be entering the same trade with the 200 EMA, downtrend, everything. I like it all, but instead of entering way down here, I would much prefer to enter on the swing failure pattern and then get in like this so we can have the same profit target but with a much better risk to reward ratio. So I just don't think these buy and sell signals are giving good entries. I prefer to have a better entry. That's my issue with it. For all the buy and sell signals, or nearly all of them, I mean, you can just see, even though it does work out, you can see we get this kind of the overbought signal and then our sell, it works out, but the sell and buy signals are almost never good entries. If anything, a better entry would be entering on a pullback after the signal, same stop loss, same profit target and everything, but just with a better risk to reward ratio, a better entry price. So, you can always add that into the criteria, but often they come too late to have a good entry. So that's my kind of thing about these buy and sell signals. And with all these paid indicators, there's more to come. I bought multiple indicators to test out, but all of them have the same issue with these buy and sell signals, is they get in very late. They can't get a good quick trigger based on a swing failure pattern or something that's going to get me in at a better price, or even entering at fresh highs. Like, let's just say that you saw that you had this overbought RSI, then you saw a divergence as we pushed up here, and you just pulled the trigger on a market order right up here to get a entry and then have a stop loss looking like this, 2 ATR or something, and then you have just a much better risk to reward ratio, better entry. And for me, just in my experience, or maybe it's just how I trade, typically I do better when I have better entries versus getting in late with a super wide stop loss. Just doesn't give me a great risk to reward ratio. So, to each their own, but I don't think it's worth the money personally. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.